high. Like there's nothing better than, again, feeling like an hour before that time, you walk in the door knowing that you physically couldn't do anything. But in the middle of the class where weight training, you put 245 on that bar 250 and you pick it up one time. It's a struggle, but you pick it up. An hour before that, that was impossible. Every day something impossible is being done. Being done, is that it translates into being nothing's impossible. And it's kind of like that ultimate high. It's funny because I was so anti working out my whole life. My whole high school career I played sports, ran track, played football up until like my sophomore year, played baseball, played basketball my whole life. I love basketball, but I was always afraid that like lifting weights would like mess up my shot in basketball. So I was just like, you know what? If I was meant to be big and strong, I would have been born big and strong. So this is what I was given, so let's just roll with it. So I was always anti-working out until I was about like 22. And that's when I went to DePaul in Chicago and I kind of got into it. You always feel good about making yourself go do something. Like someone doesn't tell you, hey, go and work out because it's good for you. So you'd always go there and be like, oh, damn, I just worked out because I wanted to and it made me feel good. Like I just did that on my own, and that's kind of what gave me like that push to like keep trying it, keep going.
My name is Eric Hurd and I'm an elementary PE teacher. I was always pretty heavy. And got up to as much as like 325, 330 pounds. So when I turned 21, then I really just kind of changed my life around and started paying attention to what I eat and really started getting serious about my health. And I lost like 130 pounds after I turned 21 and got all the way down to like 185.
My name's Luke Ryland. I'm the co-owner, head trainer here at CrossFit 8035. I've been an athlete my entire life, so through high school I was four-sport athlete, baseball, football, wrestling, golf. I played baseball in college, so I've been working out, training for something all my life.
My name is Brenda Latham and I raise money for Mercy Medical Center in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm 44, about to be 45. I used to be licensed and certified in aerobics, so I taught aerobics for years. I just got really burned out because it was the same thing over and over and over again. And then after the birth of my son, I had some health issues after that, and I just kind of got into a really bad place.
I was at Iowa State and I was working for the football team. I was always working out with the strength conditioning coaches. I always wanted to see how fast I could run or how high I could jump, and they would always just teach me different things about that. One of the strength and conditioning coaches up at Iowa State handed me this book one day because he just said I was like looking bored. So he handed me this book and it was literally every CrossFit workout. And I just every day would come in the gym, do my normal strength stuff, and then start checking off those workouts one at a time. You have the fastest marathon runner here, and then you have the strongest back squatter here, back squats 1,000 pounds. You ask this marathon runner to back squat his body weight, so let's say he weighs 140 pounds, he's a marathon runner. I almost guarantee you that he can't back squat his body weight. You ask this deadlifter, or this back squatter, the back squats 1,000 pounds, to run a mile, that's not happening. So we're trying to be that happy medium, because what we want to do is be prepared for anything, like prepared for the unknowable, the unseen, the upcoming. And that's basically how CrossFit kind of started. Like, if you could take any movement, physical movement, push-ups, let's just keep it basic. Push-ups, pull-ups, something crazy like backflips. You put them into this machine, you pull out one, and it's like 10 backflips. You reach in a machine that says run a mile, and you reach in a machine that says 10 push-ups. You look at all three of those, and you put them together in a workout and it says you've got 3 rounds of a 1 mile run, 50 push-ups, and 10 backflips. We want to be able to do all of that.
All right, so yeah, you want to show me some stuff there?
Yeah. Double under just simply is one jump as the rope passes under your feet twice. When we do pull-ups, it's arms fully extended at the bottom and chin above the bar at the top. We have 3 kinds of pull-ups. We have a strict pull-up, which is just with no motion, and then back down. We have a kipping pull-up, and we have a butterfly pull-up. So kettlebell swing, it's basically just what it is. It's swinging the kettlebell. There's 2 styles. There's Russian, which is a 90, and then there's American or CrossFit, which is overhead. So there's Russian, which is here, and there's American, which is up overhead. Burpees is a CrossFit favorite. We're basically starting in a standing position, coming down, chest to deck, up, and clap overhead. Handstand push-ups. Basically, it's not about being the best at everything. It's about being really good at a lot of things without sucking at anything. Basically, when CrossFit was invented, it's functional fitness, so it wants you to be ready for anything. That's why it's caught on so fast, is because it appeals and it adheres to any lifestyle. When I teach you how to deadlift, I'm teaching you proper form to pick up a box, okay, without hurting your back. And then when I teach you how to clean and then press overhead, I'm teaching you how to pick up that box, put it into a front rack position, then set it on a shelf over your head without hurting your back. I'm teaching you how to get up and get down off the couch. I'm teaching you how to run properly. I'm teaching you how to pick up your kid off the ground, throw him over your shoulder, and walk out of daycare without hurting yourself.
Once college got over with, it was time to, it wasn't time to stop working out, but I didn't have anything to prepare for anymore. So I was working out for what, and having that competitive spirit. I needed something to drive me, to push me. And when I found CrossFit, it was like a lot of ex-athletes, it was a match made in heaven, and it's been a crazy ride since. I mean, I have something to go after every single time I come in this gym. Every time I work out with a purpose.
And was just tired of lifting by myself at just a basic gym, and wanted something a little more intense, wanted something that where I knew I could push myself kind of to the next level. So.
Then I decided to get back into taking care of myself and feeling like I did when I was younger. I didn't want to feel that way anymore. And so in January, when January rolled around, me and my best friend of 20-some years, she decided to do it with me, and we've been hooked ever since.
I've always tried a bunch of new things, but I've never had anything that's really just kept my attention for very long. I'll read a book, like, okay, that's cool, grab the next one, like, instead of just diving into it. Same with like sports and or trying other things. I've just never had really anything keep my attention, and I think the reason CrossFit does such a good job of that is because it's so different every time. Like, every day is different than the last.
With CrossFit, each WOD every day is different. You never know what you're going to get. And, some of them are more cardio focused, and some of them are more strength. And then some of them you come in and there's a real there's a balance between the cardio and the strength, but it's different every day, and it's challenging every day.
And I also just love the gains that I'm seeing strength-wise, and I'm losing body fat and building a lot of muscle, and so it's been great. It just keeps me coming back.
My body's changed tremendously. I've lost like 30-some inches. Yeah, just inches, and I can tell that I've put on a lot of more muscle. I've got a long ways to go, but I'm not in a hurry, and I'm not fixated on the scale. I'm more fixated on how I feel, and each class am I getting better.
But yeah, we've got a lot of those success stories where people will come in, when they first started coming in, they dreaded it, they were sore, they hated it, they're dripping in sweat. Like, they came in and they will tell you, like, hey, I'm so overweight, my knees hurt when I stand up. Like, my knees can't hold the weight of my body anymore. I've had hip surgery. I have to have, like, my kidneys taken out, but I'm too heavy to have that surgery. So here I am. I'm in CrossFit gym because nothing else has ever worked. They won't lose like the weight like you think, because we always think in numbers. We think, oh, I weigh 180. Oh, if I could just get to 155. But what people don't understand is that the muscle to fat ratio, muscle weighs 2 or 3 to 1 what fat does. So we tell these ladies, we're like, fuck the scale. Like, get off the scale. Come in, tell me how your clothes fit. And they'll be like, oh my God, I lost 10% body fat and 6 inches on my waist in 6 weeks. Just from like eating right, not this crash diet nonsense. No, it's hard work.
For me personally, as a gym owner, it's very cool to see people mesh the way they do in here, like become very good friends, because your gym, your four walls brought those friendships together. So it's very rewarding for me to see the community side of things. And the networking is endless. I mean, if you need something, if you need a lawyer, if you need somebody to, a photographer, whatever it might be, somebody in the gym most likely does it. So the networking side of things is very cool too.
There's a saying that the person that gets cheered for the loudest in this sport and in this realm of fitness is the person that finishes last. Because yeah, you could be the best, the most fit, the strongest dude ever. You walk in here, you crush a workout 10 minutes before anyone else is done. Great, sweet. But does that mean that you worked harder than the person that's like 50 years old, 50 pounds overweight? They've got a surgery they have to have, and to have it, they've got to lose 80 pounds. And they're in here working their tail off to finish 10 minutes after you. Like, to me, that's what's incredible to see.
And it's such a team-oriented atmosphere in this gym. It's fantastic, because you just rally around everybody when somebody's the last to finish or the last few people to finish, and you cheer them on and you root them on. It's just a matter of you can do it, you can get through it, you can push yourself, and you can do it. So I like the atmosphere, I like the camaraderie, I like the the banter that goes back and forth between everybody.
I just love the people here, and it's great to kind of work out with the same people every day, and you're sharing the same workout, so you're sharing in the same struggle that they are, and just to have guys that want to come in here and laugh and have a good time, and but also get serious about moving a lot of weight, makes it a lot of fun.
Everybody in this gym inspires me. Like, even the beginners that get their first pull-up. Just today, I saw one of our members that couldn't do a double under. She came in today and she's doing double unders. Like, things like that inspire me. Not only do they inspire me to make myself better, but they inspire me and push me to motivate the rest of the gym and the rest of the members in the gym that no matter what they're after, what their goal, whatever's right there in front of them, they can always go after it. Just knowing that this stuff is happening daily in the gym is inspiring for me. It keeps me going.
I could go into any gym and start doing 3 sets of 10 of this or 4 sets of 5 of this. But when you come in here and push yourself, like into a CrossFit gym, and you push yourself so far that you collapse at the end, or like you do this thing called redlining where you're just gunning it, pedal to the metal, like no slowing down, breathing heavy the whole time, and your body's doing things that before you walked in the door that day, you didn't know you could do. Like, that for me is just like an incredible feeling. Just that constant push, like just changing your body, not only physically, but mentally too, and like telling yourself, shit, well, I didn't know I could do that like an hour ago. And then you come in and all of a sudden you're doing multiples of whatever it is, and that to me is just, that's a whole nother level.
The better I get, the harder I push myself, and it still feels like it's extremely hard, just kind of like when I started. So it's definitely, you can scale weights down, you can scale weights up, but you can also, you got to bring that intensity every day. So
it's trained my brain to just continually push myself. Like, every time I come in here, it's the same. I know that I can go harder, I can go further, I can go longer. It is something that continually pushes me every day.
That ability to adapt and like conquer each day as it comes on, the confidence you get from that, knowing that I have no idea what tomorrow holds, but I know that I can do it. Because I had the same feeling yesterday. I had no idea what was going to happen to me when I woke up today, but I did it. That confidence translates into everyday life, where it's like, like, let's just say the average guy is afraid to talk to a girl. Like, if you take what's in here, like, I don't want to pick that weight up because I don't know if I'll be able to. What's the worst that's going to happen? You won't be able to pick that weight up. Or that girl's going to say, no, sorry, not interested. Same as that weight. You're just not going to be able to pick it up. But what if on the off chance they say, oh, hell yeah, I want to go on a date with you, or like, you do pick that weight up, or you apply for that job that seems unattainable, and they're like, you know what, you're just what we're looking for, and they hire you. Like, you would never try those things if you didn't have that confidence. Like, you would just be forever afraid, stuck in this little box. And I feel like CrossFit kind of breaks down the walls of that box and lets you experience life at a whole new level.